program history. Lauren Betts in the middle, jumping it up against Judy Oliva Fernandez, and UCLA will take first possession. 5-0 at home. A three from Kiki Rice, and one and done go the Bruins out of the gates. Struggling to score would be the MO for Long Beach State. 50 points per game, that is 356 out of 359 D1 teams. Rice with the rebound. And a good shot contest earlier from Charlize Ledger-Walker. The best three-point shooter as of late, Gabriela Jaquez. She's made 13 of her last 19 attempts.
The strides she's making from beyond the arc this year are incredible. Kiki grabs the rebound after a good box out and just waits for the trail.
The Bruins, one of the best rebounding teams in the nation, and Lauren Betts will be making her way to the free throw line. Last year's Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year.
She's off to another fantastic start this season, doing everything, expanding her game on offense. One thing to look out for Lauren Betts this game, last year when she played against Long Beach State, they continually brought double team, which is nothing new, but very, very physical was the Beach's defense on Betts last year. Watch how they guard the taller players, Lauren Betts and also her sister Sienna when she comes in.
With that made free throw, she's now made 5 of her last 11 attempts, 71% on the year, and a second chance opportunity courtesy of the transfer from Utah, Gina Neepkins, as she gets pushed out of bounds, and 2 early fouls. Not even 2 minutes in for Long Beach State, and they're quickly going to go to the bench. And coming out is number 13, Kylie Pepe, and coming in is number 2, Rosie Akot. Neepkins, Jaquez underneath. Bruins had a few chances there. Neepkins, one of their best three-point shooters as well.
The Bruins running with 4 guards right now in the center in Betts, but it's the guards that are so fantastic at rebounding. The height is emphasized when you talk about UCLA's team this year, but their guards play way over their height.
Long Beach State, they are one of 8 teams in D1 that still don't have a win, and a steal in the backcourt and a finish for the team leader in steals on the season, Jones Brown, the sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia.
Paces the Beach on offense and on defense. So crucial, her aggressiveness on both sides of the ball.
2-person game, Neepkins and Jaquez. Lauren Betts, one more coming as she makes the most of that matchup against the 6'2" Olivia Fernandez. That's 5 inches on her, using that advantage.
Post-ups don't get prettier than this. Betts wraps that inside arm and rolls to the hoop plus the contact. Expect 51 to shoot a lot of free throws today.
This is very similar to Tuesday when the Bruins won against Cal Poly, where Betts scored 8 of the first 10 points for her team, including a run of 6 straight. She has been the go-to so far tonight. And off for Haley Wright. Cannon Kaw gets a touch. Ledger-Walker could not come up with it. The shot clock did reset, so a new 30 out there for the Beach. Struggling to handle the basketball as Jones Brown looks to get organized. Turns the corner over the top of the outstretched arms of Lauren Betts. That's 2 buckets early for Jones Brown.
She's doing what teams struggle so frequently with against UCLA, that's getting in the paint.
2 threes for Gabriela Jaquez, who is shooting over 50% on the season.
This season, she's gonna make them when given that much space. Jaquez getting better and better. The three-pointer's coming automatic.
Nice screen, and now a switch as Kaw picked up by Ledger-Walker. Off the cut. Trying to save it was Kiki Rice, and there's 3.9 left on the 30. And a new face is going to come in for Long Beach State. Olivia Fernandez did not sit out long, and she will replace Haley Wright. One sophomore replacing another sophomore.
Smart of Coach Amy Wright to continually switch in and out that front court spots. It is a tough labor to go against Lauren Betts for the entire game. Got to keep that bench frequently subbing.
They are now going to put 5 seconds on the shot clock. Our officials, Kyle Bacon, Nicole Leone, Kenny Nash. Kyle Bacon handing it off there for the inbounds for Jones Brown, has refed in 2 women's Final Fours. And right before the horn, and still Long Beach State comes up empty. Jones Brown, tight defense against Rice. On a kick out, nothing can stop Gabriela Jaquez.
Way too much space for Jaquez, who can't miss right now.
Foul is going to go against UCLA, and that will be the first against them. They've got 1 team foul to the 3 from Long Beach State. The guilty party, Sienna Betts.
Rice finding easy targets, and Jaquez wide open for 3. Those two continue. You can see that they've been playing together for a long time now. Rice and Jaquez, the deadliest backcourt in the nation.
It's a current 6-0 run for the Bruins in under a minute of game action, as the cut will go to the line. Freshman from Australia, first time she's been to the free throw line in 4 games.
This is crucial for Long Beach State if they want to stay within arm's length with the Bruins. They've got to get into the paint. They've got to draw that contact and get to the free throw line.
Right in off the bench, the rebound for Amanda Muse, one of 3 new faces out there for UCLA. Angela Dugalich is in there as well, along with number 9 for the Bruins, Lena Bilic.
Heavy diet of 3-pointers so far in UCLA's offense. Like to see them get in the paint, get some higher percentage shots going.
Hard to get into the interior against this UCLA D. And settling on an outside shot allows Kiki Rice at the controls. Off for Bilic. Bruins are shooting 50% from the floor in the game, and on the drive goes Niepkin, slightly out of control. Seven of the 8 losses this year for Long Beach State were by double digits. Out of control on that drive was Olivia Fernandez. Bruins looking to push. Bilic from Rice. Niepkins keeps it going. Morgan Mack will check in at the next dead ball, and Kiki Rice closing in on 1,500 overall points on her career with that nifty finish.
So talented at getting downhill, going right at the defense in their teeth, and still coming away with the bucket.
From mid-range, it's Niepkins hauling it down after the Jones-Brown miss. She averages 17 points a game. UCLA starting out strong, 14-5 against Long Beach State. With more cohesion is if they can give a higher level beyond just the first 20. Charlize Walker-Ledger over to Bilic. Sienna Betts, along with her sister Lauren, set to check in, along with Gabrielle Jaquez. Angela Dugalich, the Oregon transfer, corkscrews her way around defenders. And one thing that UCLA is not struggling at doing is getting to the line.
Just speaks to how physical this Bruins team is. Great passing to spread the floor and find the spaces. Kiki Rice and Ledger Walker do so much of that work at getting downhill, working to the paint, and creating open opportunities for their teammates.
Sienna Betts, one of the new Bruins out on the court. The freshman made her season debut. She's number 16 for the Bruins. Made her season debut Tuesday against Cal Poly. Was held to a 10-minute restriction, and Coach Corey Close for the Bruins says that expect to see her playing around the 15-minute range as Dugulich makes both free throws and Betts is coming off that left leg injury.
Now that Dugulich made her free throws, that makes it so we got both Betts on the floor at the same time for the Bruins. Love to see it.
There's a certain cohesion that they play with, this uncanny ability that Coach Close says the Betts sisters have in how they play with one another when they're on the court together. It will stay with Long Beach State, and they have been scoreless the last 2 minutes, 32 seconds of the game.
None of the field goals have been falling for them, and none of them have been open or easy shots.
Jump ball, and the possession arrow will be in the privilege of Long Beach State as Lauren Betts got in there and tried to tussle for it against a Cott. Right there to take it away, and this time it's going to UCLA. Turnover number 4 against Long Beach State. The average 19 on the season as Kylie Pepe, the San Diego State transfer, gets back onto the floor.
Even if you can penetrate the paint against this UCLA defense, they're going to trap you as they've done on the past 2 possessions.
A zone look for Long Beach State. This is Betts harassed by Kaw. Ledger Walker, a quick release from the corner. Bilic, second chance opportunity for UCLA off of their 7th offensive rebound.
6'3", and Bilic may have the smoothest jumper on this UCLA team. Perfect stretch 4 for this squad.
No second chance opportunity so far for Long Beach State, to the 4 for UCLA. Off the pick and the roll to the basket, there was a collision and a foul was dealt out, says our officials. This one going against Ledger Walker, her first, the team's second.
She is always jumping in passing lanes. Already 2 steals today, and she's deflected a few more, which Corey Close loves.
Averaging 19 turnovers per game on the season is Long Beach State, and they give up another one there as they're still sitting on 5 points. Three starters out there for the Bruins. Lauren Betts, Ledger Walker, and Jaquez. 4 of 5 goes Jaquez from outside on a tear from distance.
Hitting it from any spot around the arc. We saw the first from the wing, that time the corner, and that pass from Ledger Walker had some serious oomph on it.
Team leader in assists is Ledger Walker, the Washington State transfer, and they're fighting for it. It's Betts and Kaw. What do you think about the physicality that we're seeing from both of these teams so far?
Well, it does not look like Sienna Betts is playing in her 11th or 12th minute of college basketball. I'll tell you that. She jumped into this game and not just met the physical standard, she might have upped it and got her team's defense even more involved physically.
Catching it off the inbounds is Morgan Mack, the freshman from Lancaster, California. Pepe, nowhere to go. Shot clock is running out. There's only 2 on the timer. Right before the horn, it's Jones Brown, and she puts one in. She has all but 1 of her team's points. 6 of the 7 for Jones Brown. She's
been getting it done with those high arcing shots. The trajectory of that one tricked Ledger Walker.
Sienna Betts, her first basket, had 5 points on Tuesday, and that is her first score today.
Love to see the Bruins offense facilitating, getting the freshman the ball down low, and a lovely left-handed finish.
Long Beach State has not made a 3. They've only taken 2 attempts. That's inside the land of 3, and Jones Brown is doing it all. And one of the things that you'll say, and if you're talking to their coach, Amy Wright, is can they find that secondary double-digit score? It's Jones Brown, and then who else? That's the story of the season for Long Beach State. The feed inside, a great look, and it's Lauren Betts on the recipient of the basket.
The footwork is just phenomenal. Lauren Betts, a professional drop stepper, catches it and rolls to her favorite layup all at the same time.
Only 2 different Beach players have scored. 8 out of our ball handler. Tight defense, feeling the pressure. Was Ledger Walker enhancing the ball pressure as Dugalich will come in for Lauren Betts.
And it's like you said, Brian, we see Jones Brown doing great work, and she's having to work for the entire shot clock. This is just the first quarter for the Beach.
On the cut, there is 2 free throws awaiting Jones Brown, who sliced her way in. Free throws, 1 of 2 on the game. Long Beach has been going into pending these next 2 attempts.
When you see Jones Brown get those point totals up in the 20s, as we saw in her last performance, it's because she can supplement all of her field goal shooting with a healthy dose of free throw shots.
Rarely does Jones Brown come out of games. She is averaging 36 minutes per game. Played 39 minutes a game ago against Portland, 25 points. Kiki Rice will come in for Ledger Walker with under a minute to go in this first quarter. Full court pressure look from the Beach. Phillips trying to get into Betts. Spinning around and scoring is Angela Dugalich. That is 5 out of their last 5 field goal attempts taken and made for UCLA.
Dugalich a lot of times gets open shots in the paint because Lauren Betts is drawing so much attention down low. That time it was Sienna Betts creating the space.
Long rebound, the shot clock has been turned off. UCLA, if they would like, can wait to take the final one of this first 10.
Expect the screen and Kiki to go right at a couple defenders.
Betts turns the corner on Olivia Fernandez. 2 buckets for Sienna Betts off the bench with 4. And what a spark the Bruins are getting for her, along with their 3-point shooting. 4-3 in the scoring department has been taken care of by Jones Brown. Number 30, one of the guards, has scored 10 of her team's first 11 points, and mixing it up and showing the inside game is Saquez. She's got a team-high 14 points, almost half of her team's points.
She's added the 3-pointer, but that doesn't mean you can get too close to Jaquez. She'll still burn you with her quick dribble moves.
6 different Bruins have scored, only 2 from the Beach. And that's going to stay that way as a cut, after making 1 free throw, puts in her first field goal.
Strong left-handed finish from Akot. A little bit of a hesitation on her way up to free up the space.
Double coming on Dugalich, out for Bilic. Driving in, got a step, and the quickness and the control on the drive for Bilic. 4 points.
Every single Bruin just continues to expand the game. If you were to read the scouting report on Lena Bilic, it would be her outside shooting. That time, pump fake goes right by the defender who's still in the air.
This is Pukis, number 32. She's the best outside shooter for Long Beach State. Jones Brown will tee one up from outside. Kiki Rice will gravitate towards the rebound. She averages 7 per game. High-low look for Dugalich. Passes out. What do you think about that decision in her deciding to kick it out when she was underneath the basket?
I know what Corey Close thinks of that decision, Brian, and she's wanting Dugalich to go up with that every single time. It's just what we were talking about, expanding what the team is the other team is expecting from you. Dugalich, a fantastic shooter, but this season we've seen her improve inside, and right now the Bruins rocking with 2 in the front court. Usually one will get down low and the other will pop into the paint right around the free throw line for an open jumper. Dugalich is used to that shooting role. Today she's being the power down low.
Making that call will be Kyle Bacon, one of our 3 officials, blowing the whistle. 2 Final Fours that he has officiated in women's D1 play. He has been an official for 20 years. In the meantime, it's a 20-point difference. This is Kiki Rice, watched by Bukas. Entry pass in for Dugalich. Spinning on Jones-Brown, has a 6-inch height advantage and uses that as she capitalizes underneath.
That confirms our suspicion right there, Brian. After Dugalich did not go up with it, she was certainly not going to get yelled at 2 possessions in a row. That time, a beautiful spin. A
beautiful shot, though, on the other end for Long Beach State as they beat the defense of Amanda Muse and come up with the basket. That was number 42, Olivia Fernandez.
And this is a Bruins defense that will go quarters without giving up any points. Give credit to the Beach for scoring a few different times already early in the second quarter.
Scoring there is the 6'4" redshirt sophomore from Brentwood, California, Amanda Muse. Jones-Brown, no hesitation, and cans the 3 over Neepkins. Big Ten coaches, Big Ten preseason rankings.
It's expected for UCLA this season. Last year, they took the nation by storm, taking out South Carolina. This year, everyone is expected for the Bruins to be one of the top teams once it comes to March. How will they react to being the hunted instead of the hunter?
Angela Dugalich gives it up. A 5th turnover for UCLA on the travel. Bruins dominating in paint points, 20-8, and that is no surprise. A deflection, and it comes back to Jones-Brown. She's 4 of 8 from the floor. Bukas is scoreless as she handles. Pepe is back in, playing with 2 fouls. Nowhere to go against Betts. Shot clock. And getting it off, or no, right in time, or no, it did get off right in time, but an air ball will give a side out to the Bruins as Long Beach State is using that shot clock to the very end on several occasions.
I don't know if I've seen a more intimidating defense than UCLA right out of a timeout. Right after getting that motivation from Corey Close, they were all over every pass.
In rhythm 3 for Rice, and she is boxed out by Jones-Brown. 6 fewer rebounds the Beach have compared to the Bruins. Bukas on the attack. One more pass for Jones-Brown. The run out for Kiki Rice has Bukas in front. The sidestep and the foul that she draws. That will be a foul on Bukas as the Bruins have outscored Long Beach State 8-7, and Rice will go to the free throw line. 8-7 in the second quarter.
On that last defensive possession, it was a great job by Sienna Betts. There were a lot of switches. Long Beach State was trying to target her, and you saw Sienna rotate to the far corner and get a good contest out there on the 3-point shot.
Two for 2 at the line goes Kiki Rice, has 4 points in the game, 5 rebounds and 3 assists. That is a team high in number of assists for Kiki Rice. Underwent surgery on her right shoulder during the offseason. Scored in double figures in 10 of the 11 games this year that the Bruins have played. She'll pick up the ball, and Jones-Brown. Olivia Fernandez spinning on Jaquez. Challenges and deflects the shot. They swing it to Jaquez. A paint touch that is broken up. Nice denial for Pepe, who takes that entry pass and sends it out of play.
The Long Beach State bench loved that. You can tell that is their formula against Betts. You've got to try and get that ball before it gets to her up high, because Lauren Betts is so unstoppable down low with the ball.
Neepkins against Kaw. coming up on the halfway point of this second quarter. Marquez asking for a post-up on Jones-Brown. Off the ball reversal, it's Rice taking her defender off the dribble and getting to her spot for 6 early points for Kiki Rice.
Her hesitation dribble is so strong. She's always able to trick the defense. That time, tricks the defense into thinking she's going for a layup and pulls up with the midi.
Another scoring drought for Long Beach State. They haven't scored in more than 2 minutes of game action. Pukas against Betts and sends that one aside. Her 23rd block on the season. One of the best in the nation, swiping that one away.
She looked like Zach Rama there. Looked like she belonged on the volleyball team with that big swat.
Errant pass ends up in Lydia Fernandez's hands. Almost a step through steal for Rice. Sienna Betts, the shot contest, and the block of her own. On the break, runs right into Pepe, who picks up her 3rd foul, and Pepe undercuts Sienna Betts. So think about the Betts sisters are showing off.
How about that? Betts sisters going back to back on the blocks. All over that one. Would have been beautiful if Sienna finished on the other side, but still shows that it's the defense that stands out for the Betts sisters. We've seen Lauren improve her offensive game, and Sienna still so fresh to NCAA ball, but you can see that the defensive instincts, you can't teach that, Brian, and she's already got it.
You can, and according to her head coach, Corey Close, when discussing Sienna Betts, says that her strength is that she demands such a high level of herself at all times. Sometimes she needs to be more understanding of what she has accomplished, that she isn't in a place where she wants to be. She is always very hard on herself. Off the dribble handoff, Akot attacks, and altering the shot was Betts.
Worth as much as a block right there. Had no chance to get around the outstretched arms of Lauren.
Sienna to Lauren, freshman to senior, sister to sister for 44-18 UCLA lead.
It's an opportunity that Sienna created by diving down to the hoop and creating all that open space for Lauren to hit the free throw.
Village out high, guarding a Akot, double comes on Rice. She steals it. That's the 8th turnover against Long Beach State. And coming in for the bucket in transition, Kiki Rice, active in the passing channels, leads to a run out and a Long Beach State timeout, as they have given up to a great start in this game thanks to the 3-point shooting prowess of Gabriela Jaquez. She is 4 for 4 from downtown, not in the game now, but has a team-high 14 points and a game-high 14 points as Haley Wright sticks one mid-range over Lauren Betts.
Beach needed that to end a 9-0 run from UCLA, and they're getting the looks that they want. They're getting good off-ball switches.
The pull-up from Village gets the roll. UCLA is shooting close to 70% from the floor in the first half. An illegal screen is called against Long Beach State. So a turnover, they're one away from double digits in turnovers are the Beach.
The Bruins have quickly changed their shot diet. They had a lot of three-pointers. Now they've got 27 field goals, just 10 of those coming from beyond the arc. They're getting easy looks thanks to great passing.
A swing from Muse to Village. And on the box out, Ledger Walker had it taken away. And Christy Reynoso in for the first time, number 10 for Long Beach State. Sophomore from LA, went to Sierra Canyon High School. Off the screen, the switch. Muse has the leading scorer, Jones-Brown, who has 10 in the game. It's hard to get second chance opportunities if you're Long Beach State, considering how well the Bruins are rebounding.
It's a great hustle by Mac to try and get a second chance alive there, but The Beach are switching constantly off ball to create mismatches, but there just isn't a good match. Everyone on this Bruins squad is so good, so bothersome on defense.
Neepkins can bother teams with her outside shooting, and she does it right there. Her first three-pointer, the second Bruin to hit a three-ball in the game.
That's Neepkins' game right there. She'll let all the rest of the Bruins do the hard work, getting down low in the post. She'll wait up for an easy three.
Mack on the penetration, had it taken away. Bilic doesn't have numbers to a cutting Neepkins off the trailer. Betts gets it back. Deep two. Foot was on the line, and the Bruins have hit 53 points.
Big smile on the face of Ledger Walker as she gave it back to Lauren Betts. She wanted her to take a three there, but a long two will do.
Betts has not attempted a three all season long, although she has said she has worked on the outside shot going into this senior year. Just haven't seen it yet.
It was there. She just took one step onto the line, and I wouldn't be surprised if they create another opportunity for Betts to get a three today.
An opportunity to make a three and do just that was Kenan Kaw, forward from San Diego.
Been awesome to see Kaw fight back from a few major injuries that derailed her career earlier.
Off the unorthodox pass, an air ball leads to a pass and a find and a score for Muse, who's got two baskets.
Betts cleans off the goggles there. What ball carrier vision there from Lauren Betts to find the open player.
Dangerous pass. The Bruins trying to come up with it. Lauren Betts does. Takes it away from Reynosa. Quick post touch early in the possession. Shot clock is dark. Bilic, no. Muse a chance. A third opportunity for UCLA. Good for Ledger Walker. The Bruins up by, they are getting a decent amount of scoring from Jacoya Jones-Brown, team leader on the season in scoring, and she's got 10 of her team's 23 points as the Beach begin with a basketball to start this third quarter. Long Beach State scored 11 points in the first quarter, 12 in the second. The deflections, that's something that Corey Close loves to see. Getting your hands in those passing channels.
And it's something that Charlize Ledger Walker is a pro at. She's got 2 steals today, and she's probably deflected 5 other passes.
Here's Pepe. Playing with 3 fouls, drives in. A bold move against Lauren Betts, and that would be number 2 for Lauren Betts.
I thought the initial call here was a jump ball, actually, because Betts, with the strength of just one arm, pinned that ball to Pepe and kept her from going up. But Betts' overwhelming strength can sometimes be viewed as a foul. One more look at it. A very nice crossover by Pepe, but look at the ground that Betts covers up with just a few steps and gets back in time.
Bruins have committed only 4 fouls all game, 2 of them off of Lauren Betts, the other 2 from Charlize Ledger Walker. Here's Betts, posting up, spinning, scoring, and 1. Fabulous finish. Demonstrative to the rack she goes.
That's a move that Lauren Betts can do in her sleep. Get down low, spin, bump through the contact, go right back for a little more because I want my M1.
Lauren Betts coming in back-to-back double-doubles at 20 points, 10 rebounds on Tuesday in that win against Cal Poly. Pepe versus Lauren Betts here. Trying to turn the corner and works around her. Quick on the dribble.
No fear there from Pepe, just being able to go back-to-back possessions, going right at the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year.
Into the interior for Betts. Skip it. The fake on Kaw. Double comes off the backside support defense. And Kiki Rice got it taken away, knocked out of play. Not a shot foul, but it will be UCLA basketball with 11 on the shot clock. Eakins off of that screen. And it does come down. The basketball nearly got stuck up there.
For those that watch this Bruins squad, so interesting to watch Corey Close on the sideline, because she will certainly be animated throughout a game, but she wasn't upset at all at that play because they executed it perfectly. Lauren Betts sets the screen off ball for the baseline under the basket. Everything went right except for the shot, and you'll see the Bruins continue to keep doing the right thing schematically on offense.
Here's Pukas. Off for Pepe. One-on-one. Now they ISO Betts with Pepe trying to make something happen. Too much dribbling. Rice takes it away. The 12th turnover of the game, and Kiki Rice will book it to the free throw line.
Thought that was going to be the moment that she got her landmark point right there. Would have been fitting because she's so great on defense. She won't let the offense get past the three-point line. She's so troublesome and gets in the passing lane. She put the ball out in front of her to try and get that left-handed layup going, but she'll learn it at the free throw line today.
So many nice words that Corey Close told us yesterday about Rice, and that her humility and work ethic is unmatched. That from the words of Corey Close. Coach actually telling Kiki it's okay to be less humble. Wants her to acknowledge some of the achievements that she has had over her career and not just be the one to always defer.
I think the Bruins have so much of that humility on this team, and where we'll really see the best of this squad is where they get in their bag, start acting like some dogs like we saw right there.
On the run out, easy going two for Kiki Rice. Double-digit number of points for her, and it's the points off of Long Beach State turnovers. 19 points for the Bruins off of the now 13 Beach turnovers. Here's Saquez. Lob it in, double coming, instantly fouled. Wright is the guilty party.
Yeah, I'll say, when you're Lauren Betts, you deal with projectiles flying at you, players jumping at you as you're about to catch the ball. No one gets guarded more physically than Lauren Betts.
Eakins off the fake, off some penetration, out for Rice. That's against Wright with the left hand. 14 for Betts, 6 of 6 from the floor too.
So hard to stop on the post up when Betts gets you sealed off way down low. No one's coming to help. Another 2 for Lauren.
Dribble handoff for Pukas. Leads the team in made threes on the season, but hasn't made one today. Shot clock is diminishing. Only 5 on the timer. Rice, the rebound off the turnaround miss from Pepe. Rice with 7 rebounds. That's most on the team. A try from outside, in and out from Betts. Runs to the hoop, cannot finish right at the goal.
Well, we said we thought we'd see her take another 3, or her first 3 rather, of this game, and that one wasn't too far off. Love to see her get a little space and try another.
Getting some space there is Jones Brown, who's been the one reliable scoring source for the Beach. 2 tries for her as Neepkins runs away with it. Ledger Walker on the dish. What a find for Rice. Around Pepe. 4 fouls on Pepe. No Bruin in foul trouble.
They've been so disciplined, and it's amazing how many turnovers, how much chaos they've caused on the defensive end without having to sacrifice fouls and take players out of the game because of foul trouble. And on the other side, the Beach are scrapping to survive down low, and a player like Pepe to be up in the foul counts, no surprise.
One of the things that Corey Close, Bruins head coach, told us coming into this game was that She had a couple of thoughts in mind in terms of numbers that she wanted her team to hit or not hit. Turnovers, wanted 8 or less today, and right now they're at 5. Wanted her team to gather 82% of their defensive misses as far as rebounding, and then wanted to get 50% of their offensive misses. And if you look at what they're doing rebounding-wise, they're right there, as that second free throw is a miss from Rice. It's the Bruins out-rebounding 25-14 the Beach.
They've been doing it on the offensive glass, and they have rarely, if ever, given up a second chance opportunity to the Beach.
No score coming from Long Beach.
UCLA Long Beach State men's volleyball is a heated, bitter rivalry, Brian. Those two teams have gone at it in the past 3 years. They've met up in the championship game twice. Big shout out to Alan Knight holding it down for Volleyball City LBC.
For Grant Metzger, I'm Brian Fenley. 10 points scored in this third quarter for UCLA, and they've been off the combined efforts of Kiki Rice and Lauren Betts. All of the scoring coming from those two in this third quarter. Bilic is in, along with Muse. There are 3 off the bench in for the Bruins. Neepkins and Ledger Walker the only starters. Cascading into the hands of Bilic. Ledger Walker a 3. Rebound is taken down by the Beach as they hold the Bruins scoreless on that trip.
Taller lineup here for the Bruins. We saw them start with 4 guards and 1 center. Now they've got 3 forwards.
Reynoso dials up a long ball.
And you can already tell the Beach are aware of the personnel that the Bruins have out here for now, moving quickly around the exterior.
Easy opportunity, but it's a miss. In rhythm, 3 from Bilic. Offensive opportunity once again. That's Neepkins. Off the cut from Dugulic. Neepkins slaloms through the key and puts one in.
This is a great lineup to emphasize Gianna Neepkins' strengths. When she played at Utah, she did a little bit of everything for the offense. In this lineup, she is going to be relied on to be the primary scorer.
This is Mack over to a cut. Stops the dribble. Neepkins harassing defense on Haley Wright to force the giveaway. Pass to Bilic from Neepkins. A few tries from that wing 3 position for Bilic, not going down.
She's been trying it from outside, 0 for 4 from downtown, but she's made 3 other field goals.
Not making one there is Dugulic as she drove in on Rice. Make that right. The cut. Looking for Jones Brown, who's been scoreless in the third quarter, does have a team high 10. Dribbling out of a trap was Reynoso. To Mack, banks it home. 5 for her.
One of the best offensive possessions we've seen for the Beach here in the second half.
Neepkins drills her second 3. Make it her third. She's her second, 2 of 6. Pardon me.
She is so sharp from downtown to open 3-pointers like a free throw for Neepkins.
Uses the high ball screen, Mack. Right, feeling the heat from Neepkins, who picks up Mack on a switch. Subs coming in, but before that, a timeout. When we come,
Lauren for that first 3.
Over the limit here would be Long Beach State with 5 fouls in this third quarter. Lauren Betts making the first. She has now had blocks in 10 straight games, including one today. Her sister had one as well. Tyrant Samuel Ofolabi is in for the first time, number 3 for Long Beach State. A cut takes the rebound away from the Bruins. Betts there. Both Betts sisters collaborating on that stop. Jaquez driving in. Pitches it out to Bilic. Kiki Rice tears through the defense for 15 points. That's right on her season average, 15 per game.
Bruins have towering players on their team, and Kiki is so good at navigating through the trees into open space right at the bucket.
Invading the lane, but too many steps taken. Samuel Afolabi as she gives the ball away.
Because watch this a million times. The Betts front court combining. I think they should both get half a block for that one. They can share it, bring it home for Christmas, and Kiki Rice making way right through. Whenever she gets to the hoop, it looks like it's a wide open path, but it's because she created it with great dribbling, and they spaced out for her on the Bruins offense.
This is the final game for the Bruins before Christmas. Corey Close awarding her team 5 days off. They'll be back at practice the morning of the 26th. Lots of players on this team have flights later on today to go see their families. 20 seconds will be placed on the shot clock as the Bruins retain possession. Gabriela Jaquez without points in this second half. And that changes right there. Speaking it into existence is Jaquez, who has a game-high 17, 5 for 5 from downtown, and it's a 9-0 run. A minute remaining in this third quarter. Right, guarded by Sienna Betts. Jones-Brown will fling one up from long range, and it's tapped. The box out from Jaquez over to Rice. There's a big mismatch inside. Lauren Betts, no foul, as she had Pukas on her. That's 6'7", being defended by 5'6". Betts handling things defensively against Pepe. A look at the clock from Jones-Brown. An air ball as that Bruin defense has been, you used the term smothering earlier, and I think that's the best way to describe what they did right there.
They just never give their opponents an inch of space to breathe. They are always right on top of it. A lot of times not even letting the beach inside the three-point arc.
Getting a breather is Sienna Betts. They're going to make sure that the clock has the right amount of time on it in this third quarter, but Sienna Betts did just come out. 5 points for her. 2 of 2 from the floor, just her second game of the year, coming off that left leg injury. Screen from her older sister, Lauren. Seconds to go, got to get rid of it. And just before the horn sounds was Carmusi with an opportunity that comes up just short.
Going at it, it's wild because only been 10 minutes on the floor for Sienna Betts today, but I've felt every single second of those 10 minutes feels like Sienna's been involved in every play she's been in.
Dugalich getting involved in the stat sheet. The turnaround, the fadeaway, and the bucket +1. She is one of 3 off the bench for the Bruins to start this fourth quarter. The 2 starters, Ledger Walker, that are in, and Jaquez.
Dugalich continues to improve her game down low, goes through the contact, and adds in that baby jumper that we know she's so good at. It's remarkable that Dugalich in a team with so much talent and so many new players coming in vying for a spot, and she continues to work hard and earn these minutes on Coach Close's team.
50 points separating these two. The Bruins have out-rebounded Long Beach State by 13. UCLA is second in the nation in rebounding margin coming into today, averaging 16 more boards than their opponent. And there's one for Jaquez. Looking to attack. One more pass out for Dugalich. It's Muse contending for position inside against Wright. Wright can't stay with the Bruins. Charlize Siegel with the miss. Carmusi Siegel with the miss, the freshman from Sweden. So getting her out there, what does that do for UCLA?
Looking to add another scorer in that backcourt. Carmusi, especially talented on offense. You see her, she likes to get in the lane. She can also shoot an open three, and she's got to be ready because Char Ledger-Walker throws these passes really hard.
That pass was errant, and a big reason why, as it went out, was because of the ball pressure on the inbounds from Carmusi Siegel, who had 9 minutes of action played against Cal Poly on Tuesday. And the turnovers really have been the downside for Long Beach State. Jaquez left open. Bruins will keep possession with 20 on the shot clock.
Wild how much can change in a season, Brian. That we're at the point where Jaquez missing a three-pointer is a wild shock. She's just been such a revelation from beyond the arc this year.
On the pass-off to Ledger-Walker, a foul has been charged. That is Cummings, and that will be her first. Freeze up underneath. Use the screen off the cross screen to get open, and Dugalich has 2 baskets in the fourth.
Fantastic baseline, out of bounds play. Distract the defense with a lot of motion and just get it right to the cup.
Here's the other thing that's been troubling for Long Beach State. As Dugalich is the recipient of that foul, Bruins have 2 as a team. Same for the number in the fourth quarter for Long Beach State. But you mentioned, as Charlize Ledger-Walker goes out, that the Bruins, as much great work as they've done, it has to do with their rebounding and their field goal percentage. The Bruins are 55% field goal percentage. And here's what I wanted to get to. Jones Brown, who you pointed out before the game, hasn't scored in the second half.
And it hasn't been for a lack of trying. She has still been shooting the ball here in the second half, still hustling on the offensive board.
Speaking of which, there she is. Uncorks a 3, it's a rebound, and it's the 37th of the game for UCLA. Neepkins on the penetration. Finds a seam and drops it home. She's the 4th Bruin to reach double figures number of points. Runs down the rebound after the Pepe miss, who's playing with 4 fouls. Off the denial, there's the help D coming on the backside, and it goes off of Muse, and that's where the 2-on-1 inside favored Long Beach.
Man, Muse jumped up for that one like prime Megatron. She was climbing the ladder there, but Brian, going back to how well UCLA has been shooting the ball today, it's because of how well they've been passing it. They're giving Long Beach State motion sickness the way that they're swinging the rock today and creating so many easy shots.
Never trailing in this game has been the Bruins, and they got out to a great start thanks to the 3-point shooting of Gabriela Jaquez, as Pepe shows the footwork and the soft touch inside.
She's been big already. 2 field goals here in the second half, while you mentioned it, Jones Brown 0 for 7 here in the 3rd and 4th.
Jaquez with those 14 first half points. She is not in the game, but that lifted UCLA to take a lead that they never let go of early on. Here's Pepe.
She's got a great crossover for a front court player. Great movement laterally, getting into the paint, swinging around and losing the defense.
Neepkins off a screen from Dugalich, who pops open. Sienna Betts is back in the game. Working on Pepe. Volley out to Rice from Dugalich. UCLA gets stopped on that sequence.
Sienna Betts at her 10th going into the 11th minute. Coach Corey Close said she's at 15. You gotta savor these moments, these early moments in Sienna Betts' career where she's learning how it rolls around in NCAA basketball.
Reynoso savoring the opportunity of what she's done with her playing time. 2 threes off the bench for her. Guarding Bilic. Room to roam for Betts. Sienna goes to the line after the foul on Olivia Fernandez.
Reynoso been taking advantage of open space along the three-point line, her second of the day.
Sienna Betts, 1 of 2 at the line, pending these two coming up. Second-ranked recruit in the 2025 class, Sienna Betts. Off the miss, Bilic steps in. Napkins hustles to come up with it. Betts picks up the dribble. Refeed, over to help. Too strong, Sienna Betts scoring over Pukis off the refeed.
Lauren Betts jumped out of her seat to celebrate Lil Sis. Great offensive motion there from Sienna Betts. She didn't have it, lost her dribble, so passes it and immediately backs down and demands the ball again.
Immediately demanding the ball in the form of a steal is Rice. Up to Dugalich, rolls it in. Transition opportunities the Bruins capitalizing on. They've got 12 transition points.
Nifty finish from Dugalich, had a defender at her right side and just uses her palm to finger roll it in.
Another deflection and a scrum for it as Bilic hits the floor. Trying to knock Cummings off the ball. Dugalich will get a warm ovation from the fans as Lauren Betts checks back in.
What a performance from Dugalich. We know that she can hit from outside. She can make her three-pointers. Well, today she didn't try one and she went 5 for 6 from the field. Gets stronger in the paint every single game, does Dugalich.
That she does. Has a lot of experience, Angela Dugalich, coming over from Oregon, where she played before joining Corey Close and UCLA. Call handling against Bilic. Off for Reynoso, with Neepkins following her whereabouts. The spin and the reverse pivot on Betts is a cut, and that was one fabulous move.
Great job staying with the play by Akot. Fakes the first layup on her stronger right hand and goes up and under.
Neepkins uncorks. Betts boards against Akot. Puts it back in off the offensive rebound. Number 13 for UCLA.
One of Lauren Betts' best skills is the amount of space, the amount of ground she can cover with just one dribble. With one dribble, she went from outside the paint to right under the bucket.
Reynoso misses after the pass, and Akot gets the rebound. Pukis heaves one. Lots of three-pointers. Clean, decent looks for Long Beach State that aren't going down as of late. On the catch, the spin around Pepe. The lefty finish, no. Lauren to Sienna. The sisters collaborating on the bucket underneath.
Sienna said, you can score, Lauren. Lauren said, no, you take it. Both of them going back and forth. Both of them going to score plenty more points for UCLA this season.
Akot will get it and drive quickly. Hard line drive, and Betts charged with the foul. Kenny Nash, our official, making that determination. That's the third personal on Lauren Betts.
That was a lot of Rice's assists, and by spreading the floor like that, she opens up the driving lanes that she does so well with.
Here's Akot after the timeout at the line. Takes care of business there. Long Beach State, as a team, they've made 5 of their 7 attempts from the line.
And there are a lot of teams that will come into Pauley Pavilion and get burnt by this UCLA team as Sienna tries the up and under.
Long Beach State getting burned on the offensive glass as it's Sienna Betts following her miss and scoring 20 offensive rebounds for UCLA.
But every time Long Beach State comes down the court, they have not shown any fear. It's looked like they've had a chance to score every single time.
The sweet find and the dish off to Kaw from Pepe, who picks up the assist, her first. Pepe with those 4 fouls, drawing the assignment of Betts. Bilic gets one to go down. Missed her first 6 attempts from three-point range. Number 7 was good, and you can hear the crowd celebrating because somebody's going to be coming in. Megan Grant, a crowd favorite. Megan Grant, softball player extraordinaire. Crowd loves her, the dual sport athlete for UCLA.
Almost impossible to do in modern day college athletics. Play for not one, but 2 teams at such an academically prestigious school. And every time we talk about Megan Grant here in Pauley Pavilion, I cannot emphasize enough how utterly dominant she is at Easton Stadium playing for the UCLA softball team.
It's like every time she's in the batter's box, you're expecting a home run to be hit. And it's interesting, as Kiki Rice is in for Bilic, how Grant spreads out her time, because during the summer, she played a lot with the basketball team, but during the academic year, it's 2 days with basketball, 3 days with softball. So she's having to be very judicious with her time.
Unreal.
Grant snaps a pass out to the corner, and a miss off the triple try from Carmusi Siegel.
That bucket right there from Carmusi Siegel on the assist from Grant would have made this place erupt.
Muse off a switch, picks up the driver. What a look inside. No look for Kaw, and Pepe has had 2 sweet dimes in the 4th.
Bounce passes are always better than chest passes if you can make them. Splits the defense with a great thread there.
Ledger Walker leading her team in assists. High arcing 3 finds the bottom for the native of Sweden, Carmusi Siegel.
Great to see her knock down the 3, but what a pass from Ledger Walker. Looked like she was gonna shoot it and then swings it with her right arm.
Jones Brown running into traffic. Kiki Rice standing her ground defensively and forces the giveaway. 20 turnovers for Long Beach State. They average 19 per game.
The Bruins on defense look like a linebacker that know the play that's coming. They're jumping all over that slant.
Carmusi Siegel, another try. There's Ledger Walker battling on the weak side with Kaw for the loose carom. Ledger Walker presumably seeing her last action of the day, finishing with 2 points, but 10 assists.
Wow. She does all the little things for this Bruins squad, and she is just so much fun to watch.
Samuel Afolabi taking a tough one. Under a minute to go. Bruins back-to-back games played where they've hit 100 points. They scored 115 on Tuesday against Cal Poly. They're at 104 here. Rice breaking down the defense, off for Grant. Count it, and one. Her 6th point as a Bruin. The crowd adores her, and a +1 opportunity for the 2-sport superstar.
You want to hang in the post with the Bruins, you got to get big like Grant. let it fall, and flex with those biceps. Kiki Rice goes out of her way to make sure Megan can cook up late in this game. There you go, Chef.
That bucket, some of the loudest you'll hear the crowd today off of what she just did. Long Beach State is going to finish this game 0-10. Still hunting for that elusive first win of the season. Roster turnover has been troubling. Some injuries as well. They gave it all they could, but in the end, UCLA will go into the Christmas break winning their 5th straight game, 106-40.